Bonjour, hi my loves! I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. So, what happened to me last week? Honestly, last week was pretty peaceful and joyful. It was my birthday! Your girl turned 22. Everything will be alright, Earth. Yeah, I literally have to stop singing songs with Squidward from SpongeBob's with his voice. Like, what are you doing this? You're ruining masterpieces of songs. What? But yeah, it was a pretty, like I said, joyful and peaceful week. But I feel like I still have things to say. You know when you're hanging out with a friend or multiple friends, and every time before the hangout you're thinking and you're like, nothing special happened to me lately. But then when you meet them, you're like, oh my god, I have so much things to say. Like, I feel like this is the vibe for today's episode. First of all, I want to say, I was so blind and naive about the whole Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas situation. To kind of defend myself, there was not at all information out there. Like, it was just announced that they both divorced. But now, the amount of things that came out, it's like, oh my god. Like, Joe just making Sophie looking bad? Like, that's horrible. You think that you know enough a man. You've been with this man for 6 years. You have 2 kids with this man. And you think that the least that they can do is, respect you? Like, the bare minimum? And they don't. They still find ways to disappoint you. Every time. Huh? What is, like, huh? If I ever become the Prime Minister of Canada, I will make it mandatory for a man from the start of ages of, like, I don't know, 10 to go see a therapist once a week. Like, mandatory. You know, back then when men used to go to the army because they were forced to, like, it will be the same vibe, but in therapy. Like, what the fuck? Like, I swear, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Like, and to be in Sophie's shoes, like, oh my, I feel so bad for this woman. Like, what the hell? I hope first of all, I hope that she is surrounded by great people around her. And second of all, I hope that her future boyfriend will be perfect. He will be amazing. Will be like a hot boy of the month, but for like every month of the year and for eternity and ever. Like, that's my truest, deepest hope for Sophie Turner. And the fact that what's so funny is Joe Jonas' team, his PR team, are trying so bad to make Sophie Turner look bad and make her seem like she's a bad mom. But everyone in the internet, at least most of them, they're all on Sophie's side. Like, we know better. And I love that, because if it was 20 years later, 20 years before, if it was happening during the 2000s, like, people would freaking hate and despise and paint Sophie as this monster of a mother just because a man said so. But now we know better. In the Barbie era movie, in the Taylor Swift Eras Tour era, like, us women, we know better. And I hope it stays like that. And I hope it just gets better and better every day. That's my truest hope. And talking about womanhood, another type of people that I will make it mandatory to have therapy once a week is the one of the boys kind of girl. Like, honestly, I'm trying so bad to not hate on them, because, it's if it just happens that most of your friends are boys, like, no problem. But if you make it seem like it's some type of luxury to have male friends, like, girl, please, that's embarrassing. Like, seek help. Like, I don't know for you guys, but I've watched a recent season of Selling the OC, which is kind of a spin-off of Selling Sunset. Dude. It is, like, there's some girls in Selling the OC that are giving so freaking much pick-me energy over the boys, and they want the boys to see them as, like, better and superior as the other woman. They're like such, I'm one of the boys, like the boy, like, whoa, like, what the hell? Like, why are you doing this? And these women are like in their mid-late 30s. Like, you think with age you're getting wiser, but for some it doesn't. And I have a close friend of mine, well, they're not really friends anymore, but she used to have a friend who was such one of the boys energy. Like, it was embarrassing. Like, my friend used to, like, have, I can call him a situationship. Yeah, a situationship. And this girl would, like, go on, like, lunch just with her situationship without telling my friend. Like, what? And she'll be like, yeah, we're best buddies and stuff. Like, what? Like, how dare you? How freaking dare you? And plus, it was during a time where this guy was acting, like, really mean towards my friend. So every time my friend would confess to her, I guess, it just entered to an ear and get out to the other. Like, huh? Like, how could you be... You know, these types of girl deserve a Laurel slap. If you don't know what is a Laurel slap, it's in The Summer I Turned Pretty, season 2, when Laurel... belly... Ooh, girl! If it was me, there would have been multiple slaps. But I guess, thank God it wasn't me. Oh my god. Wow. But yeah, I don't even know why I started hating on men and the one of the girls type of girls. What else did happen to me last week? Oh my god. I showed recently. No, actually I didn't show them. You know, remember Eminem Boy? I talked to him during the last episode. For those who didn't listen to the last episode, I am kind enough to give you a little spark notes of what happened, but be grateful because it won't happen again. So watch my podcasts. What the fuck? But basically, he's a guy in my class, and I think he has a really nice personality, and I love him. He doesn't know my name, I barely know his, but I still love him. Like, love at first sight? Have you never heard of that? In a post-Nicholas Sparks movie era, you've never heard of love at first sight. Whatever. But I was hanging out with friends, and they were like, oh, I want to see a picture. And I was like, I cannot find him on social media. And I know I have the right name for sure. I just cannot find him on social media. And my friend was like, oh, did you check on LinkedIn? What? Like, who? Like, what? Sometimes I forget, like, people are professionals. I barely have a LinkedIn. Maybe that's why I cannot find a job. Interesting. But she looked him up on LinkedIn. She found his account. She found him and she was like laughing, telling me, Is it the guy? Is it Eminem Boy? I honestly really hesitated. I really was this close to lie to her and be like, no, because the picture was bad. It was really fucking bad. I swear men don't know how to take pictures. And we look like fools. Like trying to defend them. Like defend a man? In 2023? Girl. And like, I was like, yes, it's him. And my friends laughed at me. Laughed. So that was pretty embarrassing. Damn. It was, yeah. And after I filmed last week's episode, I posted, like, your girl is trying to promote her podcast. I posted a story on my Instagram saying, like, oh my god, I just spent 15 minutes talking about a guy who doesn't know my name. And one of my newest friend responded to my story and she was like, what the fuck? I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, it's not in your... It's not you talking, like, nicely and talking with such open heart about men. And I was like, you've just never saw this side of me because you're a new friend. But when I love men, I love, oh my god, I hate myself so much. Like, why? Oh my god, I need to hate men. Like, oh my god. My friend told me recently, let's call my friend Erica. Erica, she has a cousin. He's a guy. And this cousin has a friend. His name, let's call him a fuckboy because he looks like a fuckboy, let's be honest. And my friend Erica brought one of her friends. So they went to a restaurant, and I think her cousin wasn't there. It was just Erica's friend and the fuckboy and Erica. And the fuckboy was like, oh my god, let's make a prank. We'll pretend that Erica and I are dating. Like, it'll be funny. And she thought that he would, so they basically, like, the fuckboy took a picture of my friend, Erica, and she thought that he will simply just send it to her cousin. But no. He sent it to the boys' group chat. And when he opened the messages after the boys responded to the selfie, to the picture, because basically he wrote also on the picture, like, I'm on a date or something like that. The fuckboy's friend responded to the picture by saying, oh my god, she's so hot, she has big tits, bring her home. What? What the hell? And the cousin is also in the same group chat, so he was like so embarrassed and said, guys, this is my cousin, like it's a prank. Like, what the hell? Like, ew. The way that men objectify women and see us just as a sexual thing. Like, what the hell? And what do you mean? Oh my god, she has big tits, bring her home. So if she doesn't have big tits, she doesn't go home? Like, no tits, no home? Like, what? This is... I hate them so fucking much. Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? What the hell? I hate men more than exams. That says a lot. I hate men more than Trump. I hate men more than... I don't know. That everything. Like, what the hell? And when she told me the story time, I was like, literally having the same reaction, let's be honest. But like, what the hell? Do you ever think that there will be a day where men, the majority of men, sees us as another human being who is as equal as them and who is as human as them, and who is not a sexual object from their fantasies or anything? Like, what the hell? little unnecessary parenthesis, if you're watching the video format of the podcast, you should feel lucky and grateful, because I love you so much to the point I'm making my bed and I'm putting on nice little cute clothes and I'm kind of making ish my hair. Like, you should feel honored. Last time I made my bed was on my birthday. The last time before that, probably pre-pandemic. Oh my god. I mean, I didn't lie, so yeah. But oh my god, do you want a little, like, I mean, it's not really a story time, it's a TV show recommendation. So when I was younger, so around like 10 years old, when for the first time ever, I got an iPod. You know, you kind of discover YouTube and stuff, and I would watch, like, instead of watching the TV for watching TV shows, I would watch my TV shows on YouTube. And I remember during these ages, I was in my anime phase. And not the type of animes where it's like, there's a lot of action, like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece and stuff. I still love Naruto. I've never watched the others that I just mentioned. But when I was younger, my favorites were the one who were like, you know, hopeless romantic, romance, humor type of anime. And I remember I used to watch a lot back then, and I kind of took a break for like 10 years. I don't know what happened, but you know, life. And 1 week before I started school, I kind of like had a flashback of me watching this specific anime, which is called Fruit Basket. And basically, it's all about, there's like a, you know, the zodiac sign, how like the Americans, the Eastern Europe, I don't know, like, you know how we have zodiac signs, but like in Chinese culture, they have the 12 zodiacs of the, and each one of these zodiacs is represented by an animal. So depending on the year you're born, you have a specific animal. So you can, like, there's the snake, there's the dog, there's the cat, there's the rat, there's the tiger, etc., etc. And this anime was about these zodiac signs. And I don't want to talk too much about it because I really do not want to spoil it to you guys. But 1 week before I started school, I just remembered this anime and I was like, oh my god. Like, when I used to watch it when I was a kid, I used to absolutely love this anime. And I remember there wasn't a lot of episodes. They were like only like 12-ish episodes. And I remember when it ended, it kind of ended on a cliffhanger. So I was like, oh, what are you doing? And I remember every time I would like Google for season 2 and stuff, there were only the mangas, like the book version of the anime. But like, you really think I'm gonna read? like, So I searched it up on internet and I found it. And I found it and I was like, oh my god, there's 3 seasons? I don't remember that. I thought it was shorter. I started watching the episodes and I'm like, wait a second, there's something, not something off, but like, there's something weird about it. I Google it and turns out, the version that I watched when I was a younger kid was, can you be an older kid? Whatever. The version that I watched when I was a kid was the 2001 version, and they made a remake of the TV show in 2019 with better budget, with better not better storylines, because it's essentially literally like the same story, but like there's more characters in it, there's more suspense, oh my god. And when I realized that, I was like, oh my fucking god. And I felt like, you know, because I'm in my early 20s, it's kind of, maybe it's sad what I'm about to say, but it's kind of rare for me to have feelings where I kind of feel like I'm a kid. I kind of feel like my inner child right now is like having a blast and having its best time ever. So these feelings are quite rare-ish. Well, because now also I started school, it's these moments where I feel like, I'm a little happy child. It happens not as often as in the summer, for example. And so I was really, really happy of finding, like, kind of rediscovering this not new anime, but new version of the anime that I used to watch. And it's so good. Like, I recommend it to you guys, even if you're not like an anime type of person. Like, I swear it's so freaking good. There's only 3 seasons, and each episode is 20 minutes long. Season 1 and 2, they each have 25 episodes, and season 3 has 13 episodes. And I'm not even kidding to you guys, I could have easily binge watched the anime, but because when I really, really love a TV show, it's hard for me to end it, because if I end it, it's like I'm not gonna see the characters each time before going to sleep, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, like, discover new episodes, I'm not gonna discover new storylines. Like, if I finish it, it's the end, that's it. And even more when it's a shorter TV show. So it was really hard for me to end it, but I'm being a big girl, so I gotta get stronger. And also, it's super, I'm not a huge crier in life, and most specifically while watching TV shows and movies, but in this anime, girl, not gonna lie, I had a tear every 2 episodes, but not necessarily tears of, tears of sadness, but it's not considered as a sad anime. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but it's so fucking, like, please, if you could ever retain something from this podcast, is go watch Fruit Basket. And every one of my friends, I have 2 friends of mine who already watched it, and I was like, hey, because I wanted to, like, recommend this anime to them, and they were like, oh my god, I already watched it, it's one of my favorite. Like, you can Google it on the internet, everyone is putting, like, 9 out of 10 stars and plus. Like, it's so freaking good. And I think I'm gonna go back to my little anime phase and rewatch all of the animes that I used to watch when I was younger. And it just tells you how much, like, animes, I feel like sometimes are kind of superior to the normal human TV shows. Like, I'm not the one to rewatch a TV show or a movie. It's rare for me. So just the fact, and you're probably like, yeah, but it's been 10 years since, for example, Fruit Basket, since the last time that you watched it. It's been 10 years since the last time I've watched Gossip Girl, and I didn't rewatch it back. Not because it's not good, but there's just not I'm not missing it, if that makes sense. But animes, oh my god, they're so good. Oh my god, I really do hope that you're gonna at least give it a try. And if you're one of my friends listening to this right now, please, if you watch it and listen to my advice, please tell me what you think about it. Like, it's so good, and the characters, they're so pretty. I'm not even gonna talk, like, I'm exposing already too much on this podcast. But I gotta stop. I think it's a good moment to end this podcast. Yes, I know this one is shorter than usual, but like I said, I had a pretty peaceful and joyful week. Thank God. Knock on the wood. Can I have at least one good thing for myself? Like, don't be complaining. Please don't. Next week, I hope for you that I'm gonna ruin my life. I hope that you have the motivation to do your homeworks, because right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard for me. Again, my friend Lele, aka Leon, she literally told me from September till mid-October, school is just a side thing for her. As if she isn't like a full-time student. She was like, I have a lot of things happening in September and October, like school is not in my priority right now, which is honestly iconic. Like, iconic, but like, do it with your own risks, you know? I don't want to encourage you to follow Lele's footsteps. Footsteps? Why did I sound like a footsteps? Gonna follow your footsteps. I gotta stop. Oh my god. But yeah, I hope that you will have exactly what you want every time you go to Starbucks, that they'll never mess up your order. I hope you'll have a free drink because someone previously didn't take theirs, so you're like, oh my god, I have a free drink at Starbucks. I hope that if you wear glasses, that your glasses are always clean, that you'll never have to clean them ever again. And I hope that you'll always have a great night of sleep. That's honestly, sleep and me, we're like, I don't think there's ever gonna be a greatest love story than Sleep and Me. Like, we're till the day we die. Yeah. So I love you so much. Take care of yourselves. Sleep well. Au revoir.